Hello and welcome to another review, this time of the much anticipated Mikadotrain and REE models X2800 Autorail. This one is in the blue and white livery that it had in its later life. This particular review is the DCC Sound equipped version, which is available via Trains 160, and we're going to have a look at how it runs and how it sounds a little bit later on. So let's have a look and see what's inside the box. Well, inside the cardboard box you get a couple of small parts and bits and pieces that you can add to the buffer. You've got a blanking plate there and things like that. You actually get the model, of course, and some quite comprehensive instructions with how to take it apart and remove the couplings and things if you need to. And yes, it's as you'd expect, a highly professional set of stuff. So going straight in to have a look at the model, it's highly detailed, absolutely fantastic. You look at all the exquisite roof detail, and you look at the buffers, you look at all the vents and the grills on the roof, and it is up to modern standards. I think that there's been a lot of discussion about the actual appearance of the front ends, which are compressed slightly, which is rather unfortunate, as it does sort of detract from the appearance of the rail car itself. The overall feel of it is a very high quality model. It's just that the actual sort of compressed front end just really sort of makes it not quite up to the standards. So we got it on the railway here. I got it on my little model of a Moutier. We'll fire it up in a few moments, but you can see that the curtains on the inside of the windows hide the interior mechanism, which I believe is a Tomitech chassis, which means it should run quite well. And yes, so we've got the engine going now, and I'm going to just run through some of the sounds that it does. So try not to talk too much. Got the rear lights there, you got the front lights. Both directions are nicely modelled. I don't think they detract too much from the overall appearance of the model, which is quite rare with LED lights these days. You'll notice with the horn sounds there that they are consistent. You have to press them on and off on the controller, which is a little frustrating. Got some of the ambient noises going on there. You've got the brakes. You've also got, before that, you heard some of the sort of ongoing sounds that you can have while the train's going, the sort of rumble of the wheels over the rails. So it's sounding quite good from here. You've got the impression, you've got the doors going off there, you've got a fair few different sounds going off. You know, static, it's absolutely awesome. So let's see how it goes. Ooh, immediately it's stuttering. And it stalls. Let's try again. And it stalls. Okay, now my track, I'm the first to admit, is probably a little dirty, but you take the sound off it and it runs perhaps a bit smoother. So you got the sound off it here, and it's running on some clean track, and it's running a bit smoother. So see if we can alleviate it. I've put some white tack on top. It does seem to have done a bit of a good. You do seem to get better and more reliable operating with white tack on it. But of course, it doesn't really look prototypical, which is rather frustrating. I've got another sound equipped loco that runs a lot better than this. It's a bit sad, really, because I've been waiting for this for so long. The detail of it is exquisite. I can forgive the appearance and the issues with the front end that are, you know, a lot of people are talking about, because obviously you have to balance the operation of a model railway with what is actually achievable within the gauge. You know, you want to have curves that you can actually fit into your house, and you know, not everyone has these wide radius curves. So I can, you know, appearances perhaps sometimes do have to, you know, come second, but the performance of the chip, and I think it is just the chip in this case, because anecdotal evidence suggests that the model is actually a very good runner. I'm not convinced it's the best, because there is obviously a flaw in the way that it runs, and I've actually had it sent back now, and the Trains 160 did return it to me very promptly. Their service has been fantastic. It's just that the actual chip itself, seems to be some issues with it. So a little bit disappointed, but I'll have to see what the CC 72,000 is like, and hopefully we'll have a review of that at some point within the next 12 months, and maybe we could do a comparison. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing any questions below in the comments.